Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our bold analysis. I am just from Jacaranda, and I'm telling you, whatever I saw in Jacaranda is not what this country should witness when you go towards general election. I want us to go straight to Kasarani, what exactly happened in Kasarani. But let me just give you a snippet of Jacaranda. I was on the side of where Mureithe's supporters were, because that's where there was a lot of police presence. And I can shock you that I almost lost the camera, but I got my phone. But I lost my phone. So, very chaotic scenes. Very chaotic, more than what was captured in the screens. But of course I lost the phone, so we will not be in a position to get those clips. But again, that is what active journalism is. Uhuru Kenyatta held a meeting with Akurino conference celebrating 100 years of existence. And that event was attended by Raila-Odinga, Raila-Karua, Charity Ngilu, amongst other leaders. It was coming at the very day when William Ruto also attended a church service somewhere in Roysambu, and someone was projecting the service, I think in some screen there, was marketing deputy president, was projecting deputy president as the theme of the service. And of course I saw that video really causing a lot of uproar. But this meeting with President Uhuru Kenyatta, the President Uhuru Kenyatta's meeting with the Akurino team really caught my attention, because I think I had analyzed in this channel that President had signed, had opened registration of churches in the country, and that went unannounced. In fact, the church leaders did not even come publicly to appreciate the government for that, or rather to make an announcement on that. But President will then take that opportunity at least to show dalliance with the church. One thing you will realize is President Uhuru Kenyatta is so close to the Akurino faithfuls, and I think even some 2 years back he attended the same such a service or such a conference in Kasarani, and would come out. So it was quite a fool. To the surprise of many is this issue of President making some appointments, parastatal appointing some of the leaders of the Akurino faithfuls to some parastatals, and that really people are asking, why would you think that is doing now and is just in the office in the next 1 month or so is going to leave? But apart from that, he also gave a donation of 10 million. And that donation he gave in his capacity as the president, and also on behalf of his family. And this is what transpired.
Kuna mzee wetu hapa anaitwa David Kiarie Buru Dagetari Rugama. David nimempatia kazi ya kuwa chairperson wa board ya majani chai ya Kenya, asimamie hiyo. Hongera sana. Na najua atafanya kazi mzuri, si ndio? Asante sana. Haya. Kunaye Secretary General wenu ambaye anaitwa Abraham Masharia Jeremiah Prince, na yeye tumempatia awe board member wa Apostle Corporation of Kenya, akae huko na asimamie huko. Asante sana. Hongera. Maurutewira. Haya. Kunaye mzee wetu Samuel Yongo Mwangi. Oyo ile muthuri tumanetie thabari daihu, na yeye nimempatia kazi ya kuwa chairperson ya National Water Harvesting and Storage Authority. Hongera sana. Asante sana. God bless you. Na pia mnajua anasimamia Akurino katika ile council ya interfaith, na tunashukuru kazi ile ambayo amefanya huko. Hiyo nimepatia, hiyo ni ya serikali, lakini kwa niaba yangu, kwa niaba ya familia yangu pia nimetoa shilingi milioni 10 ya kuendeleza injili na kusupport kanisa la Akurino. Mkiendelea mbele nyinyi wenyewe mtaamua jinsi ya kuitumia. Na kujibu ile chairperson aliuliza, nitatoa pia shilingi milioni 1, ndio kila mmoja wenu, hiyo itanunua vitabu 1500, ndio kila mtu ambaye ako hapa aweze kwenda na kitabu yake, ajue historia ya Akurino, ajue pahali ambapo mmetoka.
So that is what transpired at the meeting, in just a snippet of that. Now, Martha made one of the shortest speeches, and I've been giving her credit for this. An event when Raila is attending, and of course you'll always realize that she tries to keep to her line. So what do you think was the objective of that meeting? Because Raila was saying that President Uhuru is the person that invited him to go and attend that meeting, to accompany him to that meeting.
Andu a mwathani muriega o ringi nie ndi ndakena ni undu wa gwitikirio ndimugeithie na tondu na president ndareigua gigicugu gikiarua reke nyambe ndikiarie ni ndakena ni gwitikirio ndimukethie
Uguo ngihituka ningi ndacoka ndakiona muthuri ungi tukoragwo tukiruta wi ona kingi kimwira mugeithie ndakorwo hititie Mheshimiwa Raila.
Uhuru has been blamed, and this is a statement from Moses Wetangula, that Uhuru abandoned Raila Odinga and Raila is now left to look for his own votes. This has been a narrative in the campaign trail for some time, and this came after a report emerged that President Uhuru Kenyatta was not going to play an active role in Raila Odinga's presidential campaign, despite the fact that the president is the chairman of Azimio la Umoja Council. So what this meeting signaled is Uhuru signaled strong ties with Raila-Karua. And remember, during the Madaraka Day, he mentioned that for the first time, Kenya might have a luxury of producing the first woman deputy president. So I think coming out to share the podium, and for the first time, I think President was coming closest to Martha Karua in a public event. The last one was the Madaraka Day, but of course Martha Karua did not speak. But that one, they came out and all of them speak. I am not, you cannot underestimate this meeting, and it could be that even after this, they could have held some closed-door meetings with Raila Odinga and Martha Karua, and maybe just trying to do a brief on what exactly has been happening on ground. So Uhuru is simply sending a message, because this is equally important. Yesterday, when William Ruto and the team were campaigning in Dumberi in Kiambu, I analyzed about the latest strategy to create a rift between President Uhuru Kenyatta and Martha Karua. And in that meeting, Deputy President William Ruto attacked Martha Karua in a same statement, in a same script that was also executed by Alfred Mutua. And this was very critical, so that Uhuru will still show that he's still close to Martha Wangari Karua. And I think that is also giving Martha Karua the odds that is needed. But to question that, I think even if you check Twitter, people are asking is, why did the president appoint the leaders of Akurino faithfuls to different parastatals? That's a question that, of course, from where I'm seated, I see Uhuru wanted to just show an element of continuity, because I know Akurino faithfuls might then ask, why now? You've been in government for the last like 9 years. Why now? But it might be seen as a vote bait for them. But again, that is not the first time that the president is meeting them. What could be is that this will be a very strong strategy to try to woo the church to support Raila Amolo Odinga, or rather to try to woo the church, the Akurino faithfuls, Akurino group, to support Raila Odinga's candidature. And this is a very strategic move, because you cannot underestimate Akurino. This is one of the largest religious groups in Mount Kenya. Leave alone the others. But again, this has been there for the last 100 years. Guys, we are in 1920. We are in 2022. So if it has been there for the last 100 years, this is like 1922 is when the church was formed. This is a church that has very strong community links. And if you see the members, you'll realize that it cuts across. It cuts across both the young, the youth, the elderly, and the women. Uhuru is showing active involvement in politics even after the August polls. Someone would ask, so because he also gave them a piece of land, he awarded them a title deed which will just signify a piece of land that they're going to get. And someone would ask, why did Uhuru's family, because the money that was given, I think part of the donation, he mentioned that on his personal capacity and also that of Kenyatta family. And Kenyatta, in terms of land, I want to believe that what maybe Akurino has been given is land that belongs to Kenyatta family. It's not that land that belongs to President Uhuru Kenyatta. So what does that show? I think it first elevates the status of Kenyatta family. Part of what people might then take, even the faithfuls might take there, is that they have been given land by Kenyatta. Depending on where that land is, because you never know, maybe it's in some parts of central Kenya, these people live in those areas and they know very well that hii ni shamba, hii ilikuwa ya Jomo Kenyatta ama ilikuwa ya Uhuru. This will then help them to boost the stature of Kenyatta family. Kenyatta family is an institution, and of course, as we go towards election, there are people that are going to support Uhuru because of the Kenyatta family factor. So ladies and gentlemen, that's my analysis on that meeting. And if you followed, you can also give us in the comment section what are your observations and why do you think the president decided to make that donation. So kindly also, if you are a subscriber here, we had been chatting through WhatsApp. Yes, I missed my phone. Of course, I'll get in the next 2 or 1 day too, so you can get back to me, but for now I'm still off. Asanteni sana.